All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 834. Oh my goodness, I got all the energy in the world because you know why? I'm with all of you and I can't wait to get this thing going. It's been a great evening. Randy's all fueled up on caffeine, but not me. Let me tell you guys, it has been a great and busy day. I cannot tell you how many messages and texts and then emails and everything that I read and react to. I apologize if I have not gotten back to you just yet. I've been trying to keep up as fast as I can with all the messages and emails and everything I've gotten. Thank you so much. It's a great problem to have. Not complaining at all. I'm just saying apologies if I haven't gotten to you yet.
It's we don't have a call center.
No, this is the call center. This is the editing center. This is the customer service. This is the graphics department. This is the marketing department. This is all right here. This is me. That is the educational department over there. So it has been a lot, but I appreciate all of you that's spreading the great good news about the Kona Academy. I love all the feedback we had from people who actually texted me and said they loved the way the new structure of our system is now. I appreciate that. It's been really great.
Yes.
But let me go ahead and get out the introductions. My name is Andy. This is Brandy. Brandy has her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, Series 7. This is our free 30-minute session tonight. And we're going to go over keywords. We keep it light. We keep it fast. We keep it fun on these 30 minutes because you know why? We want you to get your study in on tonight. Or if you've already been studying, we know that's been late. But the main thing is we want to build a little bit of a routine and consistency in your studying diet. Because you know why?
Why?
Because you can't achieve anything without consistency and self-discipline. Be honest with you, it doesn't matter what you do. You got to have both. You got to have both. Consistency and discipline will beat anything any day. It will beat any talent. It'll beat anything. Without the two, you can't get anything done. That's it. I'm just saying consistency, bottom line, gets things done. That's it. You want to get this thing done, be consistent.
Legit.
That's it. That's my key phrase for you tonight.
Facts.
Got to be consistent with it all.
Yes.
The main reason people fall off or don't get this thing done is they just don't have the fortitude to do it.
Yeah.
It's not anything else. They can make excuses. They can say that they're busy. They can say all these things. They can say they're sick, whatever. We got people that have all those things that go on. And if you've been on the Studying Brew and you've heard people's testimonies, you know it's true.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the main thing? Discipline and consistency. You got to have that priority. The other t-shirt I'm going to leave you with, whatever you prioritize in your life will be your life. That's it. Take it good, take it bad, whatever it is. But whatever you prioritize in your life, that is your life. When you're old and gray and you're sitting there, whatever you prioritized, that will be your life. Whether it's working 9 to 5 for one job for 40 years, that was your priority. That was your life. Get what I'm saying? If you don't like what you see as your priority, as your life, prioritized in your life, and you want to change, then you have to reorganize your priorities. You can't expect the same thing to do the same thing every day and have the same priorities and think you're going to have a changed life. Does that make sense? Cool. All right. So tonight we are going to, I know there's going to be a lot of people who want to talk about Kona Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get right into it. We have the 21-day plan for the 6 and the SIE that just started, that just dropped. Sorry, brand new ones. We got the brand new study guide that just dropped, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get onto all that? Scan that QR code, hit the link in the chat. It's all there. How do you find out what our schedule for the Kona Academy is and what are all the dates and everything? Get onto that link tree, scan the QR code. All of those things are there, and then you'll be able to join in. Brandy's going to put that up in the chat right now. Yeah, so if you want to get our schedule, if you want to get our new study guide, if you want to go ahead and get onto the Kona Academy and you want to sign up, all content starts tomorrow morning. I will have a graphic on that in just a second. But now we have a whole new thing called the 21-day plan, which is our self-guided And then if you are a hustler and you got a job, I recommend the 21-day plan, to be honest with you. You're obviously a person who has discipline, not just discipline, but you have the ability to probably structure yourself to where you can get this thing done and put it into your life when you need to get it done, if you want to get this thing done. But if you have the time available and you are, in the business full time, I would say do the Kona Academy. Why not? Hour and a half every day, right? Brandy guides you. You can ask her questions. That's your career. Why not? That's what you're doing, right? It doesn't matter what craft you were doing. If this is what you're going to do, I would go to class every day for that and just get it done. Brandy is literally going to walk with you guys Monday through Friday, and we will have a Saturday in there, a review. Everything starts tomorrow. It doesn't matter if you're doing the 21-day or the Kona Academy. It's the same price, same tier, same everything. We did it so you guys can jump. If you have to, go into a 21-day if you need to, or maybe you need to go to the Academy, you can switch it up. But all the content starts tomorrow. So might as well put that next slide in there. And if you have any questions and you're on live and you want to walk through, just stay on. Also, my number is 951-290-3077. All right, go. There's a schedule for tomorrow, SIE, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. That's when the party starts. That is 11:30 a.m. Mountain. That is 12:30 Central and 1:30 p.m. East. And I believe if you're in Hawaii, is 6:30 a.m.
Yeah, sorry guys.
6:30 a.m. in the islands. But you can always do the 21-day.
Or you can, guys, we don't require cameras. Nice segue. We don't require cameras. So if it is 6:30 in the morning, you guys can just, keep your cameras off and get ready for your morning.
Yeah, you might not have your day face on yet.
Fun.
We all have that morning face.
Exactly.
So if you don't have to keep the camera on, hey, it's your dollar. You don't have to keep your camera on.
Oh man.
But if it helps you pay attention and get your study going, I would turn the camera on, right? Put your day face on.
Right.
Yeah, right now, good point. Abigail's all look, and at night, guys, if you don't want to keep your camera on, we don't require it either.
No.
All right. Series 6, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Mountain, 1:38 p.m. Central, 2:30 East, 63, 1 o'clock Pacific, 2 p.m. Mountain, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. in the East. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, this is a 4-week program, 3 weeks of content. 1 week we go over techniques, studying, and how to grade those scores right before we test. The idea is that we are trying to go for is we're going to get the content and we're going to have maximum attempts by the end of the 4th weeks.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but most people are so scared to attempt. So if we hold each other's hands and we jump in the pool together, I'm hoping this will be like, you know what, we can all attempt this together. So literally, Brandy already started today with our all exams, all sessions, but don't worry, you're not behind on the content because that starts tomorrow. And then Brandy will get in there. If you do have our study guide, it follows everything that she's going to be doing for each exam.
Yep.
So follow along with your study guide. She'll tell you she'll guide you literally what you should be paying attention to as we go through this. All of these sessions are not recorded because the content's already recorded in our 21-day plans. So there you go. I will figure out a way to say this all up, say this a lot quicker in the next few days, but this is our first day, so I'm trying to be as thorough as I possibly can. So there we go. Yeah? Did I forget anything?
No, you're good.
All right. Whew. All right, so there you go. Let's go. If you're not following us on Instagram, I wish you would. I tell you what. Yeah, you didn't tell me that was next. I didn't know.
134 episodes. You know what?
I don't know. I'm like totally blanking out here. So many messages. I'll tell you what, Brandy. When they give me a picture and they tell me how they passed,
yes,
I add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because we gotta pass it. We gotta pass it. By the way, my kids are trying to go to sleep for school. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Who pays the bills around here?
Honestly, guys, they're so used to it. After 834 episodes, they're used to it.
Shoot. Trying to be quiet over here. I know they're on TikTok. Anyways, congratulations. We are so excited and honored to help Kenny Smith get that Series 6 Got that Series 6 done. Oh my goodness. It seems like yesterday we were autographing his SIE.
That's crazy.
That was like right before Christmas, and here we are already like 2.5, 3 weeks out.
2?
That's not
No.
bad.
Yeah.
Literally, it took the amount of time for him to get his window open is when he was able to go test.
Yeah, 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 mhm.
No, I know it is. It literally the window opened 2 days later he was testing. So, congratulations on getting the Series 6 done, Kenny. He had some notes for y'all on how he got this thing done. Like I said, you got to tell me how you got this thing done. I would say what helped the most is understanding was what helped the most is a understanding of the material and concepts and not memorizing it. An understanding of the material and concepts and not memorizing it. In case people in the back were not paying attention, because I know there's a lot of popular study preps out there that tell you to memorize everything. It's an understanding of the concepts, guys. Also, using the Kona catchphrase when I didn't know the info. How appropriate, because guess what?
Yeah.
We're playing the Kona catchphrase tonight.
Right on.
We're going to do exactly what helped him pass. So we're going to do the Kona catchphrase tonight. You guys are going to actually see what he's talking about tonight. We're going to give a good example, but congratulations, Kenny. He says that keep his picture spot ready because he's going to be taking this 63 next week. He'll have a pass notice ready for me and be fully licensed by next week because he's doing it all the Kona way.
Right on.
Doing it all the Kona way. So he passed the SIE with our YouTube videos and watching the Studying Brew. This time, member, just doing the same thing, going to Kona catchphrase, doing all the stuff, learning just exactly what he needs to know with the study guide and the concepts. That's it, guys. That's it. That's it.
Right on.
Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overdo it. It's that easy. It's that easy. And if you don't believe me, go check out all the other Instagram on our Instagram. Go check out all the Kona Hall of Fame. See what they all have to say. And speaking of keeping it simple,
yes,
let's play.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, guys. We like I said, we like to keep it fast and fun. Tonight, we're going to play the Kona catchphrase game. It is the game that's sweeping the nation, and we hope to have you play your at-home version in your quizzes and your little exams because you know why? These are skills. These are skills that pay the bills. I know somebody told me today they were like, "Hey, I attended a couple of these and I didn't pass." I'm like, it took Kobe Bryant a few times to do the crossover drill before he mastered it and he got a championship in a game. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Just because you showed up to a few practices with Phil Jackson doesn't mean that you're going to go get a championship. There's a lot of work that's got to be involved. Even Kobe knew that, right? Even Michael Jordan knew that. There's a lot of work you got to do besides just being with your coach. You got to do this on your own as well. And we're going to show you a cool drill that you can do to help you sharpen up your skill set so that way you can look for those keywords. Like Kenny was saying, it's not about memorizing content. It's about looking at these concepts, just having a fundamental understanding on it, and then just looking for the keywords and matching it up. That's it. These exams, these Q banks are not like the exams, guys. No Q bank out there is like the exam. These exams are written so that way people don't know what's on it. So no Q banks out there that's perfect, or there's no Q bank out there that's exactly like the exam. So the only way to battle back is to pay attention to keywords and know basic concepts on how things work. Don't overcomplicate. So tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to put some answers and questions up on the screen. I'm going to read the answers. You in the chat, this is where you guys get to play. Put in the chat. Don't put what you think are the answers. And by the way, we always look at answers first because that helps us read the question with intent. Look at the answers. Tell us if you see any patterns or two answers look opposite of each other. Do two of them look similar to each other? Do you see something that's like very basic, like they both start off with the first few words are exactly the same? That's always a key. That's sometimes a key. Do you see the Mona in play? Do you see a must, only, never, always in any of the answers? Do you see some of the other things that we call out, like the double dips? Sometimes there's one answer that has 2 or 3 patterns attached to it. Some of the answers have one of them might have a number in it. Look at all those different things and put it in the chat. Don't just simply say what you think the answer is. I want you to see if you are noticing any of these types of things in these answers and questions. See how you're matching up. Play this when you do your quizzes. And then we're going to go to the question. We're going to look for this exact same keywords and then see if we can match it up, get the answer. Brandy's going to correct us all, and we'll learn. All right, let's go. Ready? D, the client's name. C, the registrar's name. Registrar. I always say registrar. I don't know why. I don't know. It's always got me. The broker dealer's name. A, the transfer agent's name. So obviously we're looking for a name.
Right.
I'm waiting for somebody to put that in there.
Somebody put name.
Yeah, C is different. So C is different. They're saying C is different.
I don't know why you guys think 3C is different.
All right. Anything else? Anything else? Anybody seeing anything else? Anything that should be?
Oh, I see 2 because there's broker dealer. Yeah, client.
I would have said
Ooh.
client is the one that's different. If you're a client, you don't even need to be registered anywhere.
Right.
You don't even need to take a test.
That's very true.
You're the one buying the business, right?
Ooh, question could be about being held in a specific name.
What's in the name? I guess we're gonna find out, right?
Yup. All right.
Ooh, B, not different because not one person. If a client wants her shares held in street name, whose name will appear on the stock certificate? Oh, street name. What's your street name, Brandy?
I don't know. What's my dealer's name? Am I right?
Yeah.
You guys got that connection, right? Street name, dealer.
Look, I know that sometimes, I know that you guys, some of you are like, that's kind of lowbrow. But do you know what that actually helps us remember? What's a good street name? A dealer's name? If you guys get my drift.
I mean, guys, seriously, when you buy from a dealer, you're not saying, "Hey, George,
Yeah.
can I have?"
Yeah, that dealer on the street usually isn't selling,
When you buy flowers from the street,
yeah, that hardcore business flowers.
right?
In some states, that flower might be more green than others, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, but in all seriousness, guys, when you look at being held in street name, how does that, like, when you look at that, right? Street name, transfer agent's name. That doesn't really flow, right? Street name, registrar's name. Again, doesn't really flow. Why are we calling it street name if the client is not, like, if the client is not going to use, right, hold on. If the client is using their name, why are we calling that street name? Do you guys see where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
So just all fun and games, street name is the name of your dealer.
Yeah, we all got friends that we go by street name. We don't even know their real name, some of them. Like, I have a friend whose name is Turtle. That's not his name. It took me almost 15 years to know what his real name is. All I know him is Turtle.
Guys, Andy built race cars, and when he tells me about the guys that he used to work with, none of them is Bob,
Nah,
Fred, Sam.
Nope.
It's all Turtle.
Ninja, Skank,
See what I'm saying?
Filthy,
Yeah. That's a street name.
Dirty.
That's a street name, right? That's a street name.
Yeah. It doesn't say on their birth certificate, Dirty.
Yeah. So now you guys are all going to know.
Although I have
this is-
questioned that. I'm like, dude, where's your mom?
when you guys see street name, you guys are going to relate it to broker dealer.
Where did you come from? And why are you so dirty? All right. Anyways, the to the issuer, C, to the underwriter, B, to both the issuer and the stockholders, A, to the stockholders. I bet you they won't forget street name ever again.
Not. They will not.
Hey, that's the benefits of showing up. Look what you get for the price of your internet, folks.
Right.
The price of your internet and time. All right. B is 2 things. Yeah, and I would have been there, but D is different to the underwriter.
Okay. I think
We got enough there.
Yeah.
For a secondary offering of a company's stock, to whom are the proceeds directed?
Talk stuff. Anyways, what is the subject in the question?
But you know what? When you talk like that with that cadence, it helps you slow down. Because some of y'all read too fast.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the cadence. I was just talking about to whom are the proceeds directed.
Oh.
Yeah. Secondary, right? Secondary. Guys, have you ever
Somebody that goes to the Renaissance Fair and then wrote questions for a quiz.
Yeah. Have you ever bought something second hand.
Heck yeah.
If you bought second hand, is there an and in there?
Mm.
No, right?
Second hand at the and?
No, I just bought it from somebody. If I bought something second hand, is there an underwriter involved?
No. No, man.
No. If I bought something second hand, is the person who originally produced the item getting the money for it?
No.
So
No.
then, stockholder. Guys, this is what we call process of elimination, or as we just discovered, the anti-match.
Yeah.
It's the anti-match because nothing else fit and it's secondary stockholders. Boom, done.
Look at that. See, that's just what we call, look, if you have a hard time with these exams, it's because a lot of times you're not relating it to things that are outside of securities. You're keeping it into the securities content and frame of mind,
Mm-hmm.
which is confusing.
Yeah.
It's difficult sometimes. It's overwhelming, right? Take it out of securities and relate it to real life stuff.
Right.
As seen there.
Exactly.
As seen on TV. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. D, $25. C, 24 45 cents. B, 25.55. A, 27.20. I was gonna say cents after everything, but it got kind of
C is the lowest.
got a little funky there. 22.45 is the lowest.
25 is even.
24.45 is
C is weird. 25, C is weird. BD,
I will say this, D is different because it's the only one that has no change. It's solid.
Exactly. Which one's the highest?
27.20.
Which one is the third highest? Cindy put it in the chat.
B. If we're using Eric, our chemistry teacher's assessment here and focus of elimination, he always says third highest. Brandy says third highest. Don't know why, don't know how it works, but on the real exam and on quizzes, it seems to work. And what are we going for? Let me ask you something. Let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, when you're taking these exams, do you care more about why, or do you care about just getting the right answer and passing? What would you like to do? I don't know about you, but I just want to pass.
I'm all.
I mean, this shouldn't
The
take
answer is pass.
The answer is passing. Give me the pass.
Right, right. Look at this. There's so many numbers, right? You got 400. You bought stock. That's $25 per share. There was a commission of 220. What's the adjusted cost base per share? The way to figure that out is 400 times 25 plus 220 divide by 400. Nobody's got time for that. Guys, I'm going to be real with you. When I did this, I was like, there's no way that I'm going to not pick the third answer. I'm not going to pick the third highest. I'm going to go for the 2720. Why not? Right? It's kind of dumb if you think about that. I went for the 2720. Here's why. Because it says
There's no reference to a 27 and there's 22.
Yeah, like if I look at it, here's $25, here's 220. That does not add to $27.20, right?
No.
So I just said, you know what? There's no way. There's no way this could be the third highest again. And I was wrong, of course, because the answer is almost all the time the third highest number.
Did you hear what she said? Almost all the time.
But
almost.
Ask me though. Ask me guys this. Ask me. Did I actually do the math? No. Nobody's got time to do
If
that.
we're on the real exam and if you're on the real exam and time is clicking away and you don't have enough time to run the math, guess what? I'm picking third highest.
Pick the third highest.
That's your best guess.
It's almost always right.
Why not?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I just want you guys to know this. Eric, who's told us about the third highest, he's studying in, let's just say, QBank A. This is pulled from QBank B, and it's still a totally different company, and it still holds true.
Guys.
So two totally different companies, QBanks, still holds true.
There you go. Just in case you're wondering if it was just one QBank.
Nope.
D, call risk. B, business risk. B, liquidity risk. A, credit risk.
We are talking about risk.
Are we talking about risk?
I love it. I love it when you guys put that in the chat when we're doing the Kona Catchphrase. It just makes me laugh because sometimes, I'm not kidding you guys, sometimes people are like, I don't know what this question's about because you're not focused on the fact that we're talking about risk. right?
C just put Tiffany just put C, but yeah, I'm really looking for keywords. Why? What word led you to C? Why? What'd you see? What'd you see? Why did you pick that?
Mhm.
Business risk, liquidity risk, credit, and call risk.
There you go. These are like pay me. I like that. I like that. Credit equals default.
Yeah, credit always has that default risk, right?
Would business risk just be like a business?
Yeah. Like, is the business going to be good or bad? That failure of the business, right? I guess, right?
A business. A business.
A non-established business.
Right? Right? All right, let's go with that. Let's see what we can find. Oops.
The risk that an insurer will default and not make interest payments to its bondholders is referred to as. I mean, guys, what are the
There you
keywords?
go. Right? There you go.
Default. That's it.
And the answer is credit. Now, here's the other way you can also look at this question, because this is actually two hidden words in one. Sometimes you have to know that default is also credit, but check this out. It says not make interest payments. Interest payments come in the form of a loan. What looks like loan in our list? Credit. That's another way you can kind of look beyond beyond content. So like this was like a 2-in-1 for you.
If you don't know, now you know.
Exactly.
Credit and default go together like peanut butter and jelly.
That's right.
You see that? You see the other. All right. D, transactions are permitted during the hold. C, the account can be transferred to another firm. B, a temporary hold can be placed on disbursements and transactions. A, the account is frozen indefinitely. Wow, that sounds
Severe.
that does sound severe.
Right.
I just want to say B has an and. A is bad.
Extreme. Bad. Extreme.
Seems permanent,
Um,
but indefinitely doesn't mean permanent, by the way.
no, it doesn't. It just means it doesn't have a defined time.
Time.
Can I ask something?
What?
Does D even make sense?
Transactions are permitted during the hold. No.
Because if you have a hold, why
Does it make sense that your kids can go out when they're grounded?
you guys see that, right? I'm not talking content here. I'm talking, does that
If you take your kid's phone away, do they still get to go on TikTok?
exactly? If there's a hold, what's the point of a hold, right? So just based on that, you're out, right?
Right.
And if we are in fact talking about holds, because somebody said B and D both have the word hold in it, or we've got the word frozen, we've got the word hold, and we've got the word hold. If there's a hold or it's frozen, can you transfer it?
No.
So we get it down to A or B. Andy said that B has and in it. B and D both say hold. We canceled out D. So the answer should be B.
Yeah, because temporary.
Yeah.
The account of a 70-year-old client is believed to be the subject of financial exploitation. If a hold is placed on the account, which of the following statements is true? We don't want to freeze their account indefinitely.
Oh,
That'll hurt the 70-year-old, right?
oh, but man, we've got to be able to like look into this and make sure that this person is not being taken advantage of.
Yeah, and transferring it to another firm is not going to help them at all.
No, so this is like one of those, what I bet you the answer is B. You pick B. You were right. You go back and you look at why.
It made the most sense.
This is last one.
D, the MFP's firm must endorse the candidate. The candidate must be an immediate family member of the MFP. B, the MFP must be entitled to vote for the candidate. A, the MFP's office must be located in the town where the candidate is running for office.
So somebody put in the chat Mona, and that's very true. Mona is must only, never always, but because
But all of them have a must.
they all have a must, so must we can't rely on.
Mona's not going to work.
Now I'm going to have you guys do this. Ignore the fact it says MFP. This is a great exercise in ignoring. Okay. Ignore that. But it says,
What are they looking for? Keywords here?
yeah, like the office must be located in the town.
I think you're helping them more.
I am helping them because we have a lot of new people on tonight.
Okay.
So I'm giving you guys some, right? So the person's office must be located in the town where the candidate is running, must be entitled to vote for the candidate, must be an immediate family member, or must endorse the candidate. Well, the firm must endorse the candidate. Does anything sound suspicious about politics? I'm talking about in the context of this question.
Yeah. Immediate family.
This seems sus. And endorsing seems sus.
Yeah, you must endorse.
Right. Now, the next thing I have is this. I have A is, I saw that somebody put in the chat that A is true. Now, look, let's go to the question and then we'll go from there.
In order to make a contribution to the individual's political campaign without violating the MSRB's political contribution rule.
Again, a lot of content, but let's focus on this. In order to make a contribution to a political campaign without violating a rule, period. Okay. Just look at the highlights. If my business is located in the candidate's area, does that mean I can make a contribution? Or do I need to be entitled to vote for that person to make a political contribution? Think about what seems least suspicious. My office is located where the candidate is, or I can vote for that candidate.
Least suspicious.
Why are you contributing to a political campaign for someone that you are not, that you can't benefit from them being in office? Think about that. Why are you contributing to a campaign of somebody that you can't benefit from them being in office?
So let's just say if I am in California and I'm trying to vote for somebody that's in Ohio, why would that benefit me?
If I'm contributing to somebody where my office is located, doesn't it seem like I'm just trying to drive business to my firm?
A little bit.
Right? Doesn't that make sense? But if I'm like, man, I really like this person who's running for mayor in the city that I live in, I should be able to make a political contribution.
See the difference? One might be a conflict of interest.
And the other one is somebody that you benefit because you live in that person's city.
I drive down these roads he's supposed to repair or she's supposed to repair.
Now, did we need to know what the MFP was? Nah.
No. Brandy helped you guys on this Kona Catchphrase.
I did because like I said, we have a lot of new people on and I wanted to show.
Not me.
I know.
You got to learn this stuff. You got to learn this stuff. Mama can't dribble for you every night.
It's the first night.
Mama can't do it for you every time. You guys got to get this thing going. Hey, I'm going to say this. If you are brand new and you're like, I wish I knew more stuff. I wish I knew more content. I feel like I need to know way more to get participatory in this stuff. Then you're missing the whole point. The whole point is you need to start paying attention to stuff that you already know. It's not about knocking out the stuff because you've studied for hours or reading all this stuff. Sometimes the more you know in this stuff, the harder it is. The more you read up on this stuff, the more focused you are in memorizing everything. You think it's easier, but it's not. It won't be. I'm telling you, the more muddy it gets.
Yeah, just like the located in. It would make sense if you were located in that city, right? If that wasn't what the answer said. The answer said the office was located in. So you guys doing the Kona catchphrase, separating out what's going on versus your content first makes the question so different.
Got to see that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being on this free. Remember, It's not just the content, it's more than content. It's thinking outside the box. It'll help you out so much when it gets these things done because none of these exams are that clear. None of them. The questions are very convoluted. They are not A to B is not that easy to see. So be sure to practice these keywords. Be sure to practice these drills. It'll help you out a bunch. And don't forget all the common knowledge that you have. Well, we got the Kona Academy starting tomorrow. We got small group tutoring tomorrow. We got the Studying Brew, same bat time, same bat channel, test taking techniques. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Practice the Kona catchphrase in your next quiz. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.